He's growing well. The trouble is he's got a bumhole of an 8-year-old smoker. Just because, just like...
How can I even tell? Tobacco stain ring piece.
Hello and welcome to the Great British Shitcom, the show in which we watch some potentially forgotten sitcom classics to see if they stood the test of time. I'm Mark. This is...
Hello.
Yeah, there we go, Chris Wood.
Hello.
And this.
We pointing at everyone.
So you know when to speak.
Like a gunslinger. Fucking idiot.
Bam.
Chris Jones.
Chris Jones, there we go.
Here, everyone. Here I am.
You're joining us for our last episode of the series.
Well done if you made it this far.
Yep.
What's wrong with you?
Still going. Yeah, don't know. We're watching Me and My Girl today. I don't have a girl, like the programme Me and My Girl. Do you guys know anything about this?
No.
There's also a musical called Me and My Girl.
Oh, is there?
Noel Coward.
What's that about? I don't
know. I think the Lamb of Walk is in that song. Lamb of Walk is in Me and My Girl.
That is a good song.
Classic. Get to say oi, didn't you?
I was just thinking that I can't name any other song where you get to do that in unison.
So Having Banana's good, isn't it? I'm going to say Have a Banana.
Yeah, that's down the Strand though.
Don't want one though. Different place in London.
Don't like bananas.
Neither do I, but they're necessary evil. I have to eat them.
You don't have to.
Because they're good for you, aren't they?
Yeah, but what do you mean?
I don't like eating them, but I recognise
Get it from somewhere else. Banana's not like a unique herb or something like that, growing in like, one thing you can have. Like, you can get what you need from a banana from other places.
Like what? Where?
I don't know. You can get potassium in some fish. Put that in your Weetabix. Yeah, but what are you getting out of banana? Potassium?
Is there fibre in a banana?
Well, probably, yeah.
I
think there
Well,
is.
yeah, but eat some bran then.
don't want any. I just want to have a banana. I don't like bran either.
But you don't like bananas.
Is that a brand?
Bran's disgusting, isn't it? There's nothing.
Some sultanas in it.
You're saying there's nothing that you eat
Can't
that
you
you
eat
don't
like
like?
can you have like a banana tablet, like a supplement, like,
Or like a sweet shop banana.
Yeah.
The foam
Just
banana.
like-
Oh, they're the worst.
Don't taste nothing. Don't look like or taste like bananas in any way.
They do look like bananas. What do you mean?
The yellow and curved. But
Yeah,
like the
yellow
weird-
and curved, and sometimes they put a little texture in it,
What's
don't
that
they?
texture though?
Well,
Bananas
it's like
aren't.
the banana texture, but like exaggerated, isn't it? Like cartoon. It's like when you get like little sugar
Cartoon.
mice. You don't go, oh, it's a mouse. It's just like a cartoon mouse, isn't it?
Terrifying.
Jump straight up on a chair, all scared.
Terrifying.
That sweet shop.
That day you took him to the circus and just
It's
like
worms as
elephant
well.
stampede,
Already first there, one of these cola. Oh.
like little foam shrimps. They're don't look like actual shrimps. Or do you like go around and you're like cringing at the bags of like teeth and lips?
Cringing.
Full of
This is barbaric.
Oh, what's that like?
Picky Mix is absolutely barbaric.
Oh, teeth, lips. Who's buying those toothbrushes?
You ghouls.
Halloween nightmare for you. You're like, oh my god, eyeballs.
I'm not eating an eyeball. I'm not a monster.
Anyway, I'm just saying you can get those stuff from banana wherever. Don't force it.
moral of the story.
Well, but think about your like carbon footprint. Where are you getting those bananas from? They're not being grown locally in Essex, are they? They're being shipped across. I mean, all right, fair trade, getting a fair price. But what's the carbon footprint of you eating something you don't like?
All right.
Weigh up the cost.
What a start to this. Rip roaring start to the podcast here.
Look, I think if there's one thing that this podcasting is all about, it's buy local.
We've always said that.
Buy local, buy
We
British.
always say
That's
that.
what we've always said. It's right from the get-go. That was what it was all about.
Buy local, yeah.
That's why we watch British sitcoms.
All right. What are we doing? Watching something.
We're watching Me and My Girl.
Like a voyeur.
Yeah.
That's it, touch it. That's it, touch it.
Creepy voyeurs. This is a sitcom based around a widower called Simon, his daughter Samantha, and life at his advertising agency called Eye Catchers. Why are you laughing at advertising agency?
For the cadence of your voice, it's like when you like type something into Google and let it talk it out. This is like no natural flow.
What do you want?
He works out an advertising. It's like it's been the words have been pieced together from another sentence.
Giving it to him word at a time.
Oh, I can't help but notice it. It's like watching an alien trying to be a human. Sugar water, more sugar. Try again. Go on.
Try again.
Yeah.
Series premise. It's a sitcom based around widower Simon, his daughter Samantha, and life at his advertising agency, Eye Catchers. Does that help?
That's a shit company name, isn't it? Eye
Eye
catchers.
catchers. Yeah, it's not great.
Sounds like a spy or something.
It's
Yeah.
a new Bond film, isn't it?
Eye catcher. He's the man. The man who catches eyes.
Have you heard the new Bond song, the Billie Eilish one? I've not heard it. I heard she's done one though. At the age of 18, which she apparently is, she said that she's pretty much always been trying to write a Bond song. I think that's a weird thing to say for an 18-year-old. I've always been trying to write a Bond song.
Because it's quite a big thing.
Yeah, all right. I retract my
Iconic,
statement.
isn't it?
Yeah. I saw catchers.
Idiot.
All right. This was written by John Cain, who wrote Terry and June and Never the Twain.
I was doing a bit of research actually. Fun fact: John Cain is middle name is Candy.
Right.
True story. Chris look furious. So angry.
This was also written by a guy named Keith Leonard, who wrote Charlie One Eye. Don't know what that
There's
is.
a little.
That's like a nickname for someone's like, penis, isn't it?
Oh, Charlie One Eye.
Charlie
One Eye's popped up.
Bloody hell.
Me and my girl had 6 series, 52 episodes. It was between 1984 and 1988. And guess the rating game.
1984 and 88, so what's that, 4 years?
4 years, yeah.
Six series in 4 years?
4 years, that's impressive.
That was
I don't know
about
if that's impressive. Or
started 7 years after Star Wars came out.
Pardon?
It started 7 years after Star Wars came out.
Yeah, good. So we're looking at this in a proper like post-guillotine context, aren't we? Like, you know, any sitcom before that, you're having to look at it thinking like the threat of the guillotine was hanging over every writer's head. So now
Yeah.
they're a bit more free. They know they're not going to get head chopped
Yeah.
off.
Do you want to guess the rating?
Oh yeah, go on, Chris. You
6.
usually get it right. 6.0.
6.8.
That's the same number with a decimal.
It wasn't it assertively. I thought you would notice. 6. I want to go for 6.4.
Really? Bang on.
Really?
Bang on.
Is it
Well
really?
done. Yeah, well done.
Fucking yes.
6.4.
Did it?
Well, yeah, you researched it before, so
I didn't.
where's the surprise?
Sour grapes.
The sitcom stars Richard O'Sullivan, who was in Man About the House, and Joanne Ridley, who was in London's Burning. Remember London's Burning?
Yeah,
66. Yeah, classic. Quick draw.
Oh, pants.
I know, I've still got to get that Parmesan in guard.
Oh, great. Fun is burning.
London's Burning, yeah.
Fetch the
Joanne
engines.
Ridley.
Fetch the engines.
Fire, 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 fire.
Pour water. Well, obviously, that's why we call it the engines.
You want us to pour it? You just actually pour the water,
Put the hoses and everything.
put the hose and everything,
Connected them up.
but you want us to pour it, right? Fucking red tape.
That means we'd have to get over the fire to pour
Sorry,
it.
I'm not qualified to use a hose. We're going to have to pour it.
Pour it. A little measuring jug.
Got a watering can. It's taking ages. It's taking fucking ages.
Sprinklers on the watering can as well.
Yeah, just
Come on.
Like, I'll take that bit off. No, it's attached.
It's an emergency. What are you doing? Do you want to have a guess as to what the theme tune might be like, or do you know?
Me and my girl.
Is it an existing song or is it an original score?
Tell us, Mark. Give us a clue.
I think it's an original score from what
Oh, okay. I don't know. Is it like music? I don't know. Like some sort
Is
of.
it
like,
music? Yes, I can confirm.
That's a good start.
I can confirm that the intro music
I
is
say,
music.
all right. Woodwind percussion. What are you going to?
Has it got strings? Is there strings in it?
Don't think so.
Don't think so. So we've done the preamble now. We've done all the information.
Yeah, so we're going to watch Series 1, Episode 4 called The Home Help. There's no rating on this one, so I won't ask you to guess that. Yeah, should we just go straight in and watch it?
So what do we think it's going to be about?
Oh, yeah, let's do that, sorry, yeah.
This is always the worst part of the episode is when we guess what it's going to be about.
Why?
It's just pointless. Then we're never right.
Oh, let's
Oh,
just
we are
watch
right
it then.
sometimes.
Let's watch it inside. It's so sad. All right. He gets a cleaner or like an au pair or something to come.
Oh, well done. Right, come on. Let's watch it then.
Guess what do you think it's going to be about?
That's going to be my guess. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. It's not really an abstract episode title, is it? It's just what it is.
The Home Help.
Should we just go straight into it? Series 1, Episode 4, The Home Help. See you on the other side of this. Fuck, all right, well, fuck off. Whatever. See you in a bit.
Me and my girl. How did it go in real life?
Me and my girl, we've got each other. My girl and me.
My girl and me.
I'm not certain about that last bit, but it feels right. I think they sing back "My Girl and Me." I think.
Well, episode premise, everyone. With time on her hands, Nell decides she would like to help out her eye catchers, but only succeeds in getting on Simon's and Derek's nerves. So,
Christ. I'm complimenting you on your reading.
when Maddie, the housekeeper, goes on holiday, probably short for Madeline, I would imagine.
Yep.
Simon is delighted that Nell spends her days at home, looking after Samantha, full stop. Unfortunately, she spends her evenings taking a computer course. Why is that unfortunately?
Well, because then she's going to come back to work.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, she spends her evenings taking a computer course in the belief that this will make her more efficient on her return to the office.
Factually accurate.
It was, and it didn't. It sounded about as interesting as watching the episode was.
I also agree with that.
That is shit. That is shocking as an outline. That's literally all that happens.
Well, what do you mean? Yeah, but that's what they did. I mean, we've watched episodes with worse outlines than that.
Yeah.
It didn't really.
What did you want? What did you want?
It didn't encapsulate any bits of humour in it, but it was literally there was big bullet points as to what happens. I'm fine with that. Accurate. For context of that and people listening to this, Nell is, I think, from what we worked out.
Yeah, good shout, laying out. All right, we got who's the dad? What's his name?
Dad is Simon. Papa Simon.
Big Simon. His daughter's called Samantha.
Yeah, Simon and Samantha.
Samantha is Tim Brooke-Smith. His colleague is Derek Yates.
Tim McTaylor, isn't it?
Tim Brooke-Taylor. That's what I said, wasn't it?
Tim Brooke-Smith.
Who cares?
Smith. Never give a shit about the names of this.
Maddie is the housekeeper. She's on holiday. We don't see her at any point. And Nell is his mother-in-law, the old lady.
Yeah, who he also works with at Eye Catchers.
Do you reckon that's how he met his wife? R.I.P.
Maybe, yeah, possibly.
Backstory.
That was largely the premise.
It felt very slow. It really sort of dragged, and the scenes were long. These sort of long scenes.
Yeah, it was
Not
long.
that
It
much
was boring.
happening.
It wasn't anything happening.
It was kind of
jokes.
conversational humour, wasn't it? Like,
Well, was it?
I
I
mean, that
imagine
was the
it
intent.
was trying to be conversation. Yeah, it's trying to be like words and like. No, but like they're trying to speak words, put them in sentences, and then
You could learn a lot more.
the intent of that sentence was that you would have laughed because what in sentence the structure of it and like the words that they spoke, that the way they put them together is it's almost in such a way
Go
that
on.
it's not what's happening, or it's like pointing out something that's happening quite funny. So you kind of listen to those words, and then when you listen to something. You you almost put that sentence back together in your brain, don't you? Because you hear the words, but then you process it, and you I think, okay, I've heard that, and that's quite funny. And that's quite funny, isn't it?
I thought this was the TED talk about comedy.
No, but they were trying to be funny. It wasn't very funny. It was like trying to be like all tongue in cheek and like, I don't know. I can't remember what he said that was funny.
It started with Samantha cooking breakfast.
Again, they had the same toaster my mum had.
Was it the same one from...
It might have been a different
Lester's
toaster.
house?
She's had many a toaster over the years.
Is that because
She's eaten a lot of toast.
She bought that from the Me and My Girl rap party auction that she had to...
rap party. That's a rap, guys.
As a rap.
Series 1. Series 1, guys.
Yeah, she got that.
Congratulations.
She get that and Derek's glasses.
LA director. Me and My Girl. It's been the best. It's been the best.
Guys, you've been fantastic.
It's been the best 4 years of my career. I'm sure you all agree.
Tim, get over here, buddy. Get over here,
Tim Brooke-Smith. Taylor Smith. Over here, buddy.
Give him a big hand.
Come on, Joanne.
6 seasons in 4 years. Amazing.
I can't believe it.
Just churned it out. This guy didn't have a life for 4 years. Just lived it.
He lost his wife, but by God, he had fun.
Yeah, she picked up the toaster and that little fan from the office. She got that
Fan for the office. And
Still got
Derek's
it.
glasses that she wears to watch any 3D footage.
It starts in she's cooking spam.
Go on, try and say it. Go on.
Fuck, I knew you gave me this.
Go on. Go on, man, look at him.
He's having flashbacks to that French restaurant.
Get out, sir.
Wait, listen to this order.
tells you.
What is this one, sir?
Look at him.
Goaded me.
He's so nervous. He's like somebody on a top diving board, getting ready to jump. Look at him.
Sweating. Just
Fucking
like
knew
waiting.
this would happen.
The whole table, everyone getting around to him, waiting for his turn.
Say it, Mark. Spam what?
Beat spam.
Spam B.
Doesn't begin with a B.
No,
Yeah, it does. Borge.
not B though. It's Boar.
Bourguignon? Bourguignon.
yeah,
Bourguignon. Bourguignon?
Bourguignon, yeah.
Oui, oui.
The toilet's over there.
Anyway, she's making a spam bourguignon.
Yeah, and onions. Was it onions for breakfast?
Chopping onions because she was crying and he thought she was crying and obviously...
Why did he think she was crying? Because it was about something to do with school, wasn't it?
no, it was to do with the onions, wasn't it? I mean, you
Yeah,
will
but why
cry,
did you
you will
think she was
cry when
crying?
you
Yeah,
cut
but
onions.
But what was the what was like the comical misunderstanding?
Yeah,
that
what
he
did you
had? He
think
was like,
she was crying about?
I think it was
Well,
saying,
no, but if anyone's crying, didn't you? Like, you say, "Oh, why are you crying?" Like, if a kid at school, if they're chopping onions, I'm like, "Oh, you're upset? You're right. You're crying." And I know it's the onions, but
no, but like what was?
dig them in.
But
do you know why you cry when you have onions?
Sad.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it just gets an enzyme, goes in your eyes, and your eyes try and wash it out.
And there's all notes on because Maddie, the cleaner's left, and she's left notes everywhere.
Housekeeper, come on.
She left like a bunch of notes on the cupboards to say, "Oh, do this, do this, do this."
Yeah, like really arbitrary notes. Like, I think it's painted the picture, I guess, because we've only watched this one episode.
Yeah.
That obviously he's a widower looking after his daughter, and you get the impression that he's a bit inept, she's a bit like she's a kid, and this housekeeper kind of like runs her lives, and if she's not there, she's got to leave them like explicit, like by the bullet instructions, like this is what you do.
I think like, I mostly agree, but I don't think inept is the right word for that dad.
It's not like a homekeeper.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to cook a dinner. He's got a job. He's he was very obviously like professional. Like he's got a business that he can run, but he's not domestic.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah, sorry, I meant
more
not domestic.
It was they the human they were using was like PS.
There
Do
were
this
loads of
on another note.
PPSs, yeah.
And it was what 4 PPSs.
PPS.
Yeah, one too many for me.
One too many P's.
Don't really have a PS anymore, do you? Really?
I just enjoyed that. Too many men.
Too many P's. Too many P's. We need some more S in here. We need some more S in here. So that was that. Yeah, but there were a couple of strange vibes, like later on when they were drunk with Tim Brooke Smith.
That was
What?
Tim Taylor. Yeah,
that was a weird, like, kind of flirty vibe. Like,
that was more apparent to me. Yeah, like when they rolled on in home at one point, we're darting all around all over the place. So I don't think it really matters anymore. Yeah, exactly. They rolled in late at Simon's house. The daughter and mother-in-law were at this point.
Tim Brooke Smith.
So we should probably establish that at least.
What?
So Nell, the mother-in-law, was working with them for whatever reason, and then
she was making a nuisance of herself.
Yeah, Tim Brooke Taylor suggested that she go live with Simon to help out while Maddie was away.
Well, yeah. If you want a beat by beat of what the episode was about, the premise was pretty much it.
Yeah,
there wasn't much.
Yeah,
there wasn't
any
subplots there. It that wasn't it.
No, that was it pretty much.
Yeah, but anyway, when they rolled in, Simon collapsed on the couch backwards, like still awake, and the way he was gesturing on the sofa was quite "come here," like arching his back. Nobbing, yeah.
But then, like, they were sitting next to each other, like they were kind of like
close.
It felt like the way that they were interacting with each other. It felt very kind of like a preamble of they were about to start making out. That was the next step.
It feels like, you know, when you sort of go down a YouTube wormhole or black hole, whatever.
Where the fuck's this going? Oh.
And people have made like where they've changed like the theme tune to something, or they put different music over the top of something.
Yes.
It feels like if you'd put different music over the top of that scene with them, it could have very been quite homoerotic.
What sort of music would you put on it?
Raunchy sax.
Stefan. Obviously.
Yeah.
It's weird that how sax is just like shorthand for like sex, like a sexy music. Why is that a sexy instrument? Just through like association of it always being used in like porn and stuff, or
is there any other instrument that you can? Because with sax, like you can go 0 to 60 very quickly. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Is there another
It's like
instrument where you could do
clarinet.
that?
You wouldn't get. It'd be difficult to
No, it
maintain.
wouldn't work, would it?
It'd be difficult to maintain an erection listening to a clarinet.
Triangle. Just wouldn't work, would it?
Yeah, that's why I don't go to the London Philharmonic anymore. Just can't keep it up.
Or like that's like a slide bass intro. That's like a great sound. Do you know what I mean? Boom. That's straight into something.
Slap bass.
Yeah,
slap bass is quite sexy.
Yeah,
Slap.
bass.
That's why, because slap is just it's onomatopoeic, I suppose. Because slap bass, you know, slap, a bit of slapping involved
Yeah.
with the tush or the face if they like that. That's fine. If it's consensual, it doesn't matter.
Whatever Simon and this other guy wants to go up to.
Derek?
Derek?
Derek Yates, yeah, Tim Brooke Smith, and then sax sounds like sex.
Yeah.
Sexophone, that's what I call it.
Saxophone.
I'm going to play some saxophone.
Yeah.
You play slip bass. I think I've had a stroke. I wasn't talking like this yesterday.
Going to get my instrument out now. Play some sexy saxophone.
And I don't mean my penis.
I jest. I do.
Yes, it's already out.
That's more Arnold Schwarzenegger, wasn't it? at the end? Yeah.
It's already out. Suck it.
Right, well, I don't know what you two were watching, but I didn't pick up any. I didn't pick up any vibes of that.
Really? Didn't pick up any like sexy
Really? You
vibes?
didn't get like the sexy...
Not really. I just picked up that there were two kind of good friends. Got drunk.
Real good friends.
you know, we've all been
Yeah.
there. One thing leads to another.
Yeah.
Fine, but it did seem quite homoerotic, I thought.
Okay.
That happened, and then the next scene was in the office, wasn't it? And it was like pure. It looked. If you like Google image 80s, that set of the office is like one of the most 80s things I've ever seen.
No, yeah. The
Neon
outfits.
everywhere.
Should we talk about the outfits as well? The costume. Actually, this outfit was weird, wasn't it?
She was dressed like a villain.
It's
Yeah.
like pound shop 90s
Like a
Christmas.
sci-fi villain.
Sorry.
Like a sci-fi villain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
like,
was like
she
80s
looked like
sci-fi.
one of the villains out of Superman 2. And we will go there too, to rule. Finally, to rule. He tore those metal fibres like paper. Superman 2. This is Superman 2. Terence Stamp is General Zod.
No, is he?
I win! I always win. Brilliant. What a film.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I went for Ming the Merciless, which I think was a bit off. It wasn't the right colour. Then Mark correctly said that based on the colours, she was dressed like an Oompa Loompa.
Oompa Loompa, yes.
Oh yeah, it was just very 80s. I mean, it's very dated when it was like an all technology, like there's a word processor, and
yeah,
it
Screen
was
was
just really
awesome.
old, and it was like a TV, wasn't it? And yeah, no, I mean the only things I really noted was notes about the house. There's a weird joke about price of makeup, and the guy came in, yeah, £2.35 or something like that, and then the guy came in and said, "Oh, look at this makeup, it was £2.35," and he gives him a funny look and goes, "Oh, you're not going to wear it around here, are you?"
Oh, yeah, because he said he'd just been shopping.
Yeah.
Misunderstanding, yeah.
See what we're saying. And then the big question mark for me was, what the fuck are they advertising? Like big fibre presentation.
Yeah.
Like
It wasn't very
fibre.
clear, was
I mean,
it?
fibre's one of those things you don't have to advertise because you've got to eat it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it sells itself.
Yeah.
Well ahead of its time.
I'm sure he didn't say fibre.
Oh, I thought you said fibre.
What does it mean then? What?
Well, fibre, it could be, I don't know,
It's not even a product. It's
British,
just like,
British fibre.
like it's like doing a presentation like an advert for carbohydrate or something like. It's not a thing, is it? I mean, it is a thing, but it's not a product.
Can we talk about the firemen as well in this? Yeah, I thought they look cool. They look like the original Fireman Sam outfits.
The original Fireman Sam costumes. What an eBay listing. You fucking idiot.
Oh, whatever. Give it up at this point.
Why is it fire retardant? Oh, it's completely made out of plasticine. All right, yeah, so there's loads of firemen. They had a cup of tea.
Because
Well, that was what triggered the mother-in-law going to the house, wasn't it? Because
Yeah, that
they
set
were just
Derek
by
off.
themselves. She left like the dish she was making on a low heat during the day because I guess 80s wouldn't have really had a slow cooker.
I think the fireman lied as well because he was like, "Oh, is there a fire?" He went, "No, there's just smoke."
Yeah.
As we know, no smoke without fire.
No, unless you're vaping.
right, is it going well?
Yeah, I mean, we say this quite often that this is the worst thing we've ever done in terms of like an episode that we're recording, but this is pretty pitiful.
Yeah, I don't think the episode was that bad. I preferred it to last.
It was
I preferred
fairly
it to
nothing,
butterflies.
wasn't
I preferred it to butterflies. What do you mean?
I don't think the writing skill was as good, but I think as an episode, I'm fine sitting through this.
Like the longest scene and the one that dragged the most was the one in the office when they were like having banter. And it's like fucking, this is an interminable scene.
Is this
fuck me? It went on for so long.
Is this before or after the setup of Nell moving in?
It was before, because they were just sitting having a meeting because she was at the back doing the word processing, wasn't she? And they were just having a chat on, and she was trying to say funny little quips after every sentence or something like that. And then they just carried it on with their meeting. It was almost like they put a camera in a real office with like people who weren't funny and filmed them, just having a meeting.
Yeah.
But that was most of the conversation, really.
I don't think one of them was even a quip, was it? I think one response was pathetic.
Yeah, she was just having a go.
Yeah.
But I think that's the character. I think the character, obviously, from like the premise is that she's like a busybody mother-in-law, just like sticking her nose in. Not sticking her nose in, but obviously she wants to like be involved in the kid's life and that. And
she's well-meaning, but
she seems like she's got shares in the company as well. So she's one of the shareholders. So obviously she's got a reason to be there. Can't say just I'll go home. It's like, well, actually she's invested in the business. So. I don't know.
It did go on a bit.
It went on
and on.
Yeah,
and
but
on.
all the scenes went on, didn't they?
It was so slow.
We had this with something else, and I can't think what it was. But again, it was the waiting of. There was too much setup for what was essentially the story, because the story was the mother-in-law moves in, and we didn't need half the program being.
I don't mind conversational comedy. I wouldn't have mind. I would have been a lot more tolerant of the pace of the conversational comedy.
Yeah.
If it was more crafted, or there was a bit more interplay, or there was, it just seemed like a lot of fat around it. It was like hardly anything to laugh at, and it was like, what was that?
Yeah, it wasn't really funny. It was inoffensive. It was,
So that was a setup for getting Nell to look after Samantha, right? Because she needed to burn the house down. He seems to take it in his stride, really. Like
he was quite panicked at first, but then he realised that she didn't,
fine.
and he was fine with it. Yeah,
it was all fine after that, and then
right, the woman moved in, and then she was like busybodying it around the house and doing stuff, wasn't she?
Was she?
Yeah. Well, she was like sitting watching the TV, and then she was like, documentary on Beethoven, and she was saying to her dad that how boring it was with the nan. Oh, and then she wanted to talk to her dad, and then she put the phone down. She didn't get to talk to him. I can't even remember what the gist of that was. It's just boring. It was boring. It was nice enough. I'm sure they were a nice enough family, but it wasn't very entertaining to watch on TV, was it?
They're a nice family, but I just couldn't care less.
It was a nice family, but, keep it home. Why'd you have to broadcast it?
Listen, I'm sorry your wife died. But I could not give a fuck about your family dynamic. Oh, you're looking after your daughter. Well done. A lot of people have to.
All right.
I made a fucking TV show about it. Then it was.
That was it, wasn't it? Let's be honest.
The main comedic thrust of this was the scene.
They come back pissed, didn't they?
They went out on the booze.
Yep.
And it
sauce.
wasn't. I don't think it was. I've seen worse drunk acting in the sitcoms we've seen. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was pretty
wasn't bad
good,
drunk acting from Tim Brooke Smith.
I mean, it wasn't bad acting overall. It's just they didn't have a lot to act with.
It was pretty light. I think the two biggest laughs for me were the two bits of physical comedy. When he sort of drunkenly opened the door and staggered through, it was a good fall through the door. I liked.
Yeah, it's very good, realistic.
Yeah, and then obviously, I think the biggest laugh, and it's kind of got the biggest laugh in the actual show, was the part where skipping ahead a bit, but basically there's a misunderstanding where this is after he propositions Tim Brooke Smith.
He didn't know.
To engage in full anal intercourse, and Tim turns him down. And then he goes upstairs. He just staggers upstairs. Simon's going to sleep on the sofa. Does so in his suit, fully clothed.
Right, but before that, there was a bit of plot where the grandmother, for some reason, I can't even remember why, because obviously she had a bed. She, for some reason, wanted to. I don't know whether because the housekeeper had a single bed, maybe, but the grandmother wanted to sleep in the main bedroom for some reason. Oh yeah, maybe. And then you could always unplug it. But
yeah.
So the daughter said, "Okay, fine, yeah, it'll be all right. Just put a note on your door, because then Dad will see that you're in there, and then he'll go into the housekeeper's bed." And then obviously that was the night that they went out on the piss.
Right. So she put a note on there explaining that she's in that room, but all he could see, it was folded up, and all she could see was Simon. So he saw that and thought, well, that's obviously Simon's room. So he goes into the wrong room. Does the audience realise at this point? Because does he get a laugh when he goes in there?
I think so.
I think it's like a knowing, like, something's
Oh,
going to
he
happen.
knows what he's gonna, yeah. And then, and I thought this actually played pretty well. I think actually, it's kind of. I thought, well, this isn't going to pay off. They're not going to pay it. It's not like they're going to fuck this up. It's not going to be funny. But actually, I thought he played pretty well. Like it was pretty cartoonish. Good bit. So he goes up there. And he realises he sees a note and goes, "Oh, fuck!" and then he opens the door and Nell's asleep. Right, she's on her side. She's got a sleeping mask on. Yeah. What's his name?
Well, no, we don't even see him going in. It's the next morning.
Once he's gone in. He's talking about.
Once he goes in, we
Okay.
don't see anything, do we? Because we were expecting there to be like a scream or something like that, and then it cut to the bloke
day.
asleep on the sofa in the morning, and he woke up.
Yeah.
And then you got annoyed because he knocked all the brandy on the floor.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
That's a bit of foreshadowing because afterwards I knocked the glass of the water on the floor, didn't I?
Yeah, you ruined my rug.
That's true.
Ruined it. It's got it wet.
Damn rug.
So then he goes into the bedroom and so Derek is asleep on his back, fully clothed, shoes and everything. That's annoying. All right, yeah. So then he walks over to him and wakes him up and puts his hand over his mouth, goes shh, and he's like, "Woo, woo."
I enjoyed this bit. I thought this was quite well done.
Yeah, I thought this was really well played. So then Nat, he's waking him up and he goes, "Oh look, he's next to Nan," and he's like, "Oh fuck," and then just as that happened, the tea's made alarm goes off. It goes, "Meow," and she wakes up and they're like, "Fuck," and they jump on the floor and they're laying next to the bed, yeah. And then she reaches over, gets the tea, and she hasn't got glasses on, so they don't see him. And they're like, "Oh," on the floor, hiding. Then they scamper under the bed, and then what's her name? Samantha comes in and goes, "All right, Nan." And they pop out. So they pop out the bottom of the bed, so Nan can't see, but Samantha can see them, right?
Yep.
So then they're trying to get Samantha to make an excuse to get Nan to go out of the room so that they can.
I thought it was quite nicely done to show the father-daughter relationship. Like the way the dad was communicating, like kind of like really poor sign language, like giving Nan a reason to get out of the room so we can escape. I mean, that was obvious.
So then he was like miming, there's like charades.
Yeah.
So he was doing like a walking thing. She's like, "Oh, can you come out come out, Nan, with me because," and he's sort of pinched his nose and did like a plunging action. She went, "Oh, bathroom, come to the bathroom with me, Nan." And then he did like a spider. She was like, "Spider?" And she was like, "What?" "It's a spider in the bathroom, come help me." And then Nan came out, and then they could make their escape from the bed. And this was a good part because they went to the two girls went into the bathroom, and then the men were escaping. And then he said, "Walk." He said, "Walk backwards." And he was like, "What? Why?" And so he just followed him, and he walked backwards down the stairs. And just as they came out of the bathroom, they started walking forwards. And that's a really good bit of physical comedy. And for me, that was the joke of the week.
I am going to agree with that. Yeah, I think we sort of saw it coming just as it happened, which isn't really seeing it coming. Yeah.
What was the end?
I'll change them.
What happened at the end?
What did happen in the end?
Oh, it turns out that Nan was going to... What was her name? Dell,
the housekeeper.
Derek.
Right,
Oh.
then they come downstairs. They get a phone call from the housekeeper.
Hello.
Who's saying that she wants to extend her trip. And then the grandmother was like, "Oh, do you need me to stay?" And then the dad tries a little bit of a joke where he says, "No, I think you better fucking get on it." And then he goes, and then he goes like, "Oh, to pack your stuff if you're staying for another week." Yeah, and then she said, "Oh, but I won't be here in the evenings." And they were like, "Oh, fucking thank God for that." But she goes, "Oh no, because I'm taking word processing classes, so that I can be more help at work."
Whap, whap. And they're trying to get her out of the office.
Yeah. And the guy was just looking like,
Derek was
disappointed.
like, "Oh no, now I'm going to have Nell's going to be back again."
Yeah.
I thought it was quite a nice resolution to the whole thing, really.
Yeah, I guess so.
In that Derek was trying to get rid of her the whole time, and then came back her way.
All right, yeah. So for context, listeners, the joke of the week was two men walking up the stairs.
But the wrong way. No. In fact, they were walking down the stairs backwards.
Yeah.
And then they walked upstairs. So
Yeah.
it's not even a joke of the week. Whatever.
What is it? Test of time? Not really.
No. not any modern appliances. It was 280s, really, wasn't it? What?
It was, yeah.
Well, like, but if you updated bits of it, would it work? If we
What?
look at it that way,
New toaster, yeah.
I don't.
Probably. I don't know.
I don't think it'd be that funny. I don't think it would last as long on television if that was the case.
No, I mean, yeah, it was alright. It was just inoffensive, wasn't it?
All right, well, we're doing a game or some shit.
Yeah, let's do the game.
Lapped out, run down, too old to save. 1 foot in the
Game.
One foot in the game this week. Do you want to guess what it is?
What? I don't know.
Me and my shell, and you got to guess which is the invertebrate and what is it.
Me and my girl, celebrity kids, daughters, and which celebrity's their dad.
Knee and my girl. You get
Instantly
you've got
better than
pictures
what
of
his
girls,
game
but
was.
their knees, you have to guess which.
It's your news.
What the fuck is that?
It's me being Piss Jeans. They don't do it for
Okay,
me.
right, yeah, Fish Jeans, good band.
Thanks.
What about We and My Girl? And it's about water sports.
No,
Okay.
I didn't do that.
About
Initially,
Ski and My Girl, and it's just like downhill.
But
It's all downhill from here.
It's all just puns. No puns.
Initially, I started writing Me and My Girl Power, and it was girl band songs, but I couldn't think of enough, so I stopped doing that.
Good.
And instead, I did Me and My Twirl.
Oh my god! Oh my god! No! What have you done, Mark? What have you
What is
done?
this, like real or fake chocolate bars?
Might as well. You've done it now, haven't you? You've finally done it. You fucking... I never thought you'd find the bottom of the barrel, Mark. But there it is. What's that sound? It's scraping. Me and my... This is where we are now. Me and my 12. Mark, with the rhyming dictionary tab still open on his web browser.
He's now starting to read out the book, the titles of his children's book series. Me and My 12, The Boy Born with No Bumhole. It's just, he's got some classics there. All he needs is
what a
content.
pile of shit this is.
All right,
Right, what's the premise of this stupid, this deranged...
obviously he was sitting there, he was looking around, looked at 12. just straight away.
Me and my Claire doesn't
Me and my whisper.
Sitting there eating a load of twirls. Oh,
Yeah.
hang on. I'm going to read off a series of statements about the Cadbury's chocolate bar. Twirl.
Oh my god, literally specifically about 12 as well, not even just chocolate bars. Not even tenuous. Just a 12. How many facts can you have? Just the 12.
I'm gonna shit myself. What the fuck are you doing, Mark?
How many
I
facts?
thought you wanted us to succeed
Honestly.
this podcast.
Still
Why
like,
are you
It's a
doing
learning
this?
experience for all.
all right,
Why
facts
are you
about a
doing
12.
This, Mark? Stop doing this to the podcast. I thought you wanted to get off the ground, and you keep shooting yourself. Oh my! Right, you read them out in a true or false. Is that right?
I want you to tell me which is the correct answer.
Oh, so multiple choice.
Yeah, multiple choice.
Right, who goes first? Does it matter?
It does. I mean, Wood normally goes first because he normally wins, but
Oh,
it was
fucking hell.
it was a
Well,
draw
you-
last
you
week.
can go first.
Oh
then.
yeah, so you go first.
So I'm gonna make
read
you.
it out?
I'm gonna make you go first because you don't normally go first.
Thanks.
That's because he wants to get the easier set of questions.
It's gaslighting. What's going on here? Sick mind games. He's the Alex Ferguson of 1 foot in the game. Come on.
Originally packaged as a single bar, the 12 was introduced to the Cadbury's range in which decade? 1970 or 1980?
12 is an 80s bar, I reckon.
It's a 1970 bar.
No.
Wood. The 12 was repackaged as a twin bar in which year? 1984 or 1994?
This is rock bottom.
All right. 84.
Correct.
Why does he always win?
He's so good.
I
He's
just
so
based
good.
it on the economic time of the 80s. It was more decadent. They needed
does he always win
212.
this?
I don't know. He's really good at these games.
Come on.
What is the name of the snack-sized version of 12? Is it 12 minis or 12 bites?
Fuck. Bites.
It is 12 bites.
Yeah.
And well done for not looking at the several 12 bites that Wood's got piled up in front of him. Wood. Which has more energy percentage?
Oh no.
2 fingers of 12 or a single whisper?
What are you talking about? K-cals?
Energy. I don't know. I just wrote energy percentage.
Energy percentage? Well, that doesn't mean anything, does it? What, per 100 grams? Per bar? Per what?
Don't look.
Or per the same. Like
What do you mean per the same? They're not going to weigh the same, are they? What do you mean? Per 100 grams or per bar?
It's made per same unit. It doesn't matter.
Well, like a regular size bar of
So we're
Whisper,
saying what's got more calories then? Or more energy?
more energy percentage.
Okay.
Stop saying that. It's
It will eventually.
I'm going to say the twirl is for denser, so it has more energy.
Correct. See, that's why that was a fun question.
Yeah.
when I'm about to die and my life flashes from
Blue and yellow.
I'm just going to think about all the time that I can't get back. I've been doing something I love.
when you're in your deathbed, remember that half hour you spent talking about swells?
Anyway. Yeah, I'll be like, I'm so glad Mark died.
I'm a 12 related incident.
Can he even win this at this point? It's only 3 questions, I imagine. I can't imagine you had that many questions
Draw
about.
at best.
Good.
The futility of this game was something to
Just get that kick in, isn't it?
So it's down to me or Wood now to win this. Which weighs more, a twirl or a CD?
CD.
Correct.
Thank you.
Three.
This is
I wondered why I had his scales out earlier.
yeah, that shaggy CD.
Hot shot.
That's it. What an album.
And finally, Woods to win the final episode. Which weighs more, a twirl or a house mouse?
What?
A house mouse.
House mouse.
What's the weight percentage of a house mouse?
A 12.
It's a 12. Oh my
Hey.
god! I really thought you'd go house mouse.
No, 'cause house mouses are small.
Yeah.
not very dense. They're aerated.
Not like a sugar mouse.
Aerated. Aerated house mouse.
What weighs more?
Whipped.
What weighs a house mouse or a computer mouse?
I'm getting the episodes up for Wood to choose for Series 5 that we'll be doing whenever we're back.
Yeah, all right, go. Let's go for that. And oh no,
What's it
it's
called?
oh no, it's Selwyn Frogget. 'Cause it sounds good. It sounds like a frog.
Is this the end now?
That's the end. Let's let the listeners know what episode we're going to be doing.
Because that makes,
we're back.
that means the whole world.
Unsurprisingly, we're going to be doing Series 1, Episode 4, entitled...
Why did we start doing that? I thought we started doing Series 2, Episode 6 like those.
I can do that if you want.
No, it
Doesn't matter either way, does
doesn't
it?
really matter. Series 1 is usually the worst, so it's good.
Might as well keep up with it then. It's called The Grand Outing, that episode.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
That's the end of the series.
Oh, God.
That's it.
Yeah.
What an end. What a finale. Thanks for listening, everyone. You know.
Yeah, have a great March when you listen to this.
Enjoy your Easter. When's Easter?
April, isn't it?
April, yeah. Look forward to Easter.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Good.
Risen, isn't it? Back to life.
apparently so.
Look who's back. Back again. Jesus is back.
I would really like to see a gospel
Bethlehem.
version of that. Bethlehem, lovely stuff. I would like to see a gospel version. That'd be quite good.
Thanks for listening. As we always say, buy local.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see you later in the year for more Shitcom.
No, we won't.
Or not. Depends if you stick around.
Depends how good your March is, I suppose.
Yeah, have an enjoyable...
To be fair, if you're having a bad March, don't put this on. It'll just make it worse.
Yeah. Cheers, everyone.
All right, Winterwood and Jones, gone.
Strange, isn't it?